What's up, boys and girls, Dynorex here, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today, we continue our Formula 1 journey with round number 9, the British Grand Prix. If you haven't checked out the last episode, please do check that out. It was a really topsy-turvy one. We had an amazing start, gaining what was, I think, about 11 positions. And well, we ended up retiring because we had a gearbox failure on lap number 3, so that didn't happen. And also last episode we found out that we're gonna have a new teammate for the rest of the season, and it was supposed to be one of the Alpine drivers. So without further ado, a new teammate is gonna be Pierre Gasly. So Lamborghini has given Pierre Gasly a lucrative 3-year deal that will end in what would be the starting of season 4 for our career mode. And well, with that, let's get straight into qualifying then, shall we? Okay, then into qualifying we go. We are gonna start our first lap. It's not the final corner that I was looking for, that we were looking for, but let's see what it's gonna be. As I have to say that there were also some other drivers changes that have been made. More prominently, Bottas went to Alpine, and then some other people also changed teams. But as we come across the line in this lap, it was pretty good, and we're gonna go fastest with a 1:28.5, and with George Russell second, we have 5 tenths clear of the two Mercedes drivers. That was unexpected. That was really unexpected, and I was not expecting that. And so now we get a better look at what happened. So Bottas went to Alpine, Ricciardo went to Sauber, and then Albon went back to VCOB, and then Liam Lawson came back to Formula One with Williams. But yeah, we're just not gonna go out, and yeah, we're gonna end fastest then, because yeah, that was unexpected as we start our first lap in Q2 then. Let's see if we can replicate what we did in Q1, as Q1 is not really that representative. Q2 is where it actually matters. Let's see if we can do anything. So far, it didn't feel like the lap that we did in Q1. But what we're gonna see as we come across the line, then we go quicker with 1:28.4 with Sainz behind us. But well, the Ferraris aren't really that fast anymore. In the past 2-3 races, they haven't been as fast as was there or they once were. As we gain about a second already on the second lap, the continuous lap that we have done, and we've already gained we lose some time. We've gained 8 tenths, and we go even faster with 1:27.6. 1.2, almost 1.2 seconds faster than George Russell, 1.5 seconds faster than Carlos Sainz, the fastest Ferrari. We have left Ferrari in the mud. We are officially the fastest Italian team, and we just made it to Q3 again, fastest as we start our first lap in Q3. Let's see if we can do anything, because Q2 more representative than a free track in front of us, and behind us only one car in front. As we come to finish the line, Sergio Perez goes faster than 1:28.7. Let's see what we're gonna do as we come across the line right about now. We go fastest 1:28.5, slower than our Q2 time, and George Russell instantly goes faster 2 tenths. As this is the second lap, and oh my god, we bottled it. Oh my god, we have bottled it. Oh my god, we didn't get across the line in time. That's P5. With all the promise, that's P5.
You join us in the United Kingdom today, or Great Britain as it's alternatively known. Well, it's certainly a great day today as we welcome you to one of the crown jewels of British sport, a track of speed, history and drama. It's Silverstone. It's the British Grand Prix. The 3.6 mile long Silverstone circuit is one of the longest of the season, with 18 corners in the current layout. With average lap speeds reaching around 145 miles per hour, it's also one of the quickest tracks of the year. Watch out for cars taking the right-handers of Abbey and of Copse flat out. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. What a qualifying yesterday for George Russell. He'll start today's race from pole position. And Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Oscar Piastri, Grim Reaper, Perez, Gasly, Verstappen, Sainz, Norris, Fernando Alonso, Stroll, Ocon, Leclerc, Bottas, Liam Lawson, Tsunoda, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Albon, Joe, Sargent, and Daniel Ricciardo fills the last spot on the grid. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. A warm welcome to Anthony Davidson, who's beside me in the commentary box today. Let's talk about Grim Reaper. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
Okay, so we have elevated one position because one of the Ferraris had a penalty. I believe that was Charles Leclerc. But, well, yeah, so as we, well, that, I mean, it was a disappointment that we didn't get to do the second lap, but I think we had a really good chance at least the front row, I have to say. And, well, also, the first time both the Lamborghini cars have made it into Q3 then, we have to give up, we have to say, hey, Pierre Gasly maybe was a good signing as we do our ceremonial burnout and we go on the gravel trap in the process. As we try to do it again, doesn't really work out the way. And also, I have to say that Sergio Perez, also one of the championship protagonists, in front of his teammate, who I believe is in P7 then. Yeah, he is. So that works out for everybody actually, because both the Mercedes drivers in front also in the championship battle as we go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. It's a longer hold than usual, and it's gonna be lights out and away we go. We get a decent little start. We do get a really good start. We already passed 1, 2 cars. We are also looking at the P1. We get P1. And what a move that was! We're into the lead from 4th place. We're into the lead into turn 1. That was an amazing move, as we are gonna see a replay soon enough. As Piastri also makes a move on Lewis Hamilton, then as we see as we see a replay of the start, then what happened here? What conspired here? We just pushed George Russell out of the way. That was, as we see POV of George Russell. Then, as you can see on his right wing mirror, that we're just gonna come right at Ross. And wow, I mean, yeah, sure, that was a good move. And then this is a POV of Pierre Gasly. Let's see what he has done. Then can he get anything on the Red Bull in front? Doesn't look like, and Max Verstappen actually tries to make a move around the outside. Can he make a move around the outside? I think he has. Oh, they're still side by side as we go onto the straight. As who is gonna come out ahead? Is it gonna be Verstappen? It is Verstappen, and Gasly losing a place as we go on to later in the lap. This is Alonso. Then can Alonso also make a move on a teammate? He's gonna pull out around the outside. Can Alonso pull through? I think he has. And Gasly just going down the order. Then actually Gasly tries to come back at the Aston Martin. Can he make a move? No, he can't. As we set a fastest lap going into turn 2, then as oh my god, we'll run wide again. The pressure already getting to us maybe, as we also lock up into turn 3 then. And we have pulled out a gap to the McLaren behind us. But crucially, the Mercedes right on our tail, 6 tenths the gap is. The gap behind to P3 already up to 2.3 seconds. Then let's see as we see. Let's see if Hamilton tries to make a move. Can he go around the outside of Oscar Piastri? He tries it. He goes around the outside. Crucially gets the inside for this turn. and he gets Piastri, and now that's better for his championship hopes too, as Sergio Perez also tries to make a move on the McLaren. Can he? What a move that is! As where 2021, that was a huge incident with Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. Actually, never mind. Piastri does. Piastri comes back at him, and we have now crucially broken the DRS to the gap now 1.1 second, as we set another fastest lap, go to lap 3 now, as DRS now gets enabled, but crucially, the gap up to 1.2 seconds, 1.3 seconds. Hopefully, the gap can even grow from here on out, as we go to the straight now. As there was some, I think there's a Aston Martin that's slow. Yes, I think that is a Aston Martin. As we sent another purple sector one. Let's see what happened with him. So Lance Stroll then out of the session. Let's see what happened with him as we see a replay of, I think this is Ocon's. Oh my god, that's a huge engine failure. His engine just goes up in smokes. Then that was a huge failure. And yeah, the Aston Martin, one Aston Martin retiring, and the other fighting Max Verstappen, the championship leader. This is Max Verstappen tries to make a move on Sergio Perez. He tries to go around the outside. Can he make a move on Sergio Perez? The Mexican Minister of Defense doesn't let that happen, and now yeah, Verstappen is still stuck behind his teammate then. And crucial, this is for the championship. And this is Charles Leclerc and the other Ferrari on trying to making a move on the new Alpine driver. Then Valtteri Bottas, who tries to come back at him. Can he come back at him? I don't think so. It's still side by side with the Ferrari. Can Bottas make it stick around the inside? I think he has. And actually, crucially, no. So Bottas doesn't give up, and now Liam Lawson, the new Williams driver, goes around the outside. Can he make a work? Go on, Liam. Show the Ferrari who's the boss. Come on. Can he make the move stick? I don't think so. The soft tire is just still not working out for on his side. Now the gap down to 5 tenths. This is, and as we go wide a little bit, and now George Russell might be right behind us, right on us. George Russell, crucially on lap 4, he goes around the outside. George Russell through to the lead of the race. Then can and but I mean, I think we can still come back at this, because we have a fast enough car that can actually try fight for the win maybe today, as Max Verstappen tries to go around the outside yet again, around the outside of Sergio Perez. Can Sergio Perez repeat what happened a few laps ago? I think he can. Yes, he does. Still, Max Verstappen stuck behind his teammates, and yeah, now the gap up to a second. Okay. I mean, if we don't make a mistake, there's still a chance that we can actually, get George Russell as we as we go onto the curb, as we don't get DRS. And now, yeah, it looks more and more like, I mean, we have to make no mistakes from now on if we want a chance to win. As Alonso tries to make a move on the Red Bull. Can he make the move around the outside? Can the softs work in his favor? Can he make the move stick? He's still side by side, crucially, with Max Verstappen. This battle is gonna go down to cops. Then most likely, who is gonna come out ahead? It's still Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen still ahead of the Aston Martin. As we go on to later in lap 5, then this is Sergio Perez. Now, can he make a move on Oscar Piastri? Yes, he can. Now Oscar Piastri. Now Sergio Perez up into P4, and now he's free to chase after the Mercedes. And this is Max Verstappen. Then can he make a move on the McLaren? I think he can. He's side by side through cops. Can he make a move into Maggots and Beckers? They're still side by side as they enter Maggots and Beckers and into the exit. Then still side by side. Great racing from the two drivers. Both have DRS. Can the Red Bull pounce pass? Yes, he can. And now both the Red Bulls yet again right next to each other. on track, and this is our teammates actually making a move on the Ferrari. Go on, Pierre Gasly, make a move, stick. I don't think he can make it make it in Megas and Beckers, but on the exit of Megas and Beckers onto the hangar straight. Then we go with DRS. Can Pierre Gasly get past Carlos Sainz? I think he can. Yes, the Lamborghini in front of the Ferrari once again. Then as we go on to the POV of, I think that's Lando Norris, also tries to make a move at the same time. Can Sainz, is Sainz gonna lose two places? Then I no, it's just gonna be one. But Sainz almost losing two places in the span of a couple of corners, as we see the teammates fighting once again, and Max Verstappen now through Sergio Perez into Max Verstappen, but crucially now onto the hangar straight we go. As Perez is gonna get DRS, and he's gonna go around the inside. Can he make the move stick on? Can he come back at his teammate? I think he can. He's gonna force Verstappen off the track, and he's gonna leave Verstappen no racing room. 15, 54, 15. As we switch back to our POV, then lap 8, Hamilton right behind us, and George Russell, the gap to George Russell has crucially grown to 2.1 seconds as we get a bad exit onto the hangar straight, and now we don't have ERS to spend, so now Hamilton with DRS, with Slipstream, will probably try to make a move down to Stoke Corner, and we go wide, and Hamilton does get a nose in there, but crucially not enough to make a move down the rail chicane, and that has worked out for us. Even with a mistake, we're still ahead of Hamilton, and thankfully that's how it's gonna stay for the in the future, as we see a replay of what was happening with Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez, as Max Verstappen makes a move around the inside of Cobb's corner, and into Maggots and Becks, they go still side by side, the two Red Bulls. Is it gonna work out between those two? Yes, it will. Sergio Perez still ahead, but now with the DRS on the hangar straight, now Max Verstappen most likely will overtake Sergio Perez. As also, actually, the McLaren tries to overtake as it's three wide into Stoke Corner, and Sergio Perez instead of gaining one position has actually lost out to two positions and he can also go down a third position with the Aston Martin. What will happen with that? I think the Aston Martin doesn't make the move stick. So Sergio Perez does lose two positions as we go on to lap number 11. Then Hamilton is gonna go around the outside this time with the racing line we have. We are still not gonna give up on this position as the gap grown to 3.2 seconds now, and well, I think the win is out of the books now. It's genuinely just gone, as Lando Norris makes a move on Pierre Gasly, then Gasly down to P10 momentarily. Can he come back at Lando Norris? I don't think so, as we see that Alonso goes for an undercut. Well, I mean, he had to pit sometime because he was on softs. So yeah, as Hamilton around as we bang wheels with Lewis Hamilton two times, then in Megans and Beckett's, and crucially now we get DRS. So we are actually gonna come in this lap then, and with DRS we're not even gonna have to use ERS at all, and yeah, the gap is just gonna grow to 4-5 tenths then, and what was Hamilton doing there? And I mean, we need hopefully we get a replay of what happened, but that was just like that was a couple of corners, as we see a replay of Sergio Perez. While we were coming into pit lane, Sergio Perez tries to make a move around the outside of Piastri. He doesn't make it work, so we are gonna come in with and Leclerc and Bottas behind us also coming in. We're gonna come in for the hard tires now, as we see a 2.4 second pit stop then. Well, the crucial thing is, where are we gonna come out ahead of? Are we gonna be ahead of the Aston Martin? Looks like it. Yes, we are ahead of the Aston Martin, and we come in a beautiful gap in front of the Aston Martin and right behind the Hulkenberg and Ricardo. As we see, we need to warm up the tires as we lock up down to turn 3 then, and now the Aston Martin right behind us. And to be honest, I had no idea when I was driving. I had no idea that the Aston Martin had come into the to the pit lane, as Hamilton also comes into the pit lane, then with Max Verstappen then. So Max Verstappen tries to make an undercut, tries to go for the overcut on us. Then he was right behind us. As where are they gonna come out ahead? And Hamilton, we are gonna be ahead of Hamilton then, and crucially also Alonso up into the podium positions right now. He is net P3 ahead of Lewis Hamilton with softer tires that are surely gonna be faster. He has 2 lap worse tires, two lap old tires, but crucially he is on medium tires. He has to make this work. As we go on to Megas and Bexes once again, as it looks like it's not gonna be as good of a. It's actually we're gonna go off the track then, and with DRS we don't have ERS to use, and with DRS the Aston Martin goes right sailing past us. And to be honest, I was thinking, okay, let Alonso overtake us. He's just gonna come in pit lane now. He didn't, and I was like, okay, he's gonna stay out for one more lap. Then he's gonna come in next lap. As we go on to the Wellington straight, then we with DRS, no ERS usage, we are gonna try to fake around the inside. We're gonna go around the outside as another wheel banging situation with Aston Martin. Then this time in the inside of the Aston Martin on left field, and we make the move work. And now with setting a purple sector 1, can we look forward to then? No, it looks like it's a bad exit once again, like we have done multiple times onto the hanger straight. And Alonso is going to go sailing by us again. And now I was thinking, okay, maybe he's going to come in now then. But as we're going to see, of course, he's not going to come in because he's already made a pit stop. And now I'm confused because I thought that the Aston Martin hasn't made a pit stop yet. But then with the useless engineer that we have, Mark has not told us that no, he has already come into the pit lane, and we are actually fighting for position then. As we are actually now, I'm going to be, I know that I'm faster than Alonso, and I know that Hamilton is faster than Alonso, but I know that Hamilton can't be faster than us if we are right behind. Actually, Hamilton is going to go sailing by us, and we're going to stick a nose in right back around the inside then, as we see a replay of the offboard. As I'm just trying to stay behind Alonso so we can get DRS, because I know that I'm faster than Alonso, and I know Hamilton is, but most likely if we are slower, we are most likely slower than Hamilton then. As we go on to lap 18, then we're gonna do the same thing again that we have been doing so far. We're gonna use the DRS, come right behind Alonso. We're not gonna overtake him. And then, yeah, we're just gonna hopefully do this every single time as we run wide a little bit. Hamilton makes contact with us into the rail chicane. What was Hamilton thinking? What was he doing? He goes around the inside, and oh my god, Hamilton has a broken front wing. Then what was he thinking? As we go on to the Cops corner, then you can see Hamilton with that front wing damage already behind, 2.1 seconds behind us. As now I'm thinking, okay, I know I'm faster than Alonso. Now is the best chance we overtake Alonso, because now he's with his medium tires, they will fall out very, very soon. So we're just gonna overtake him. And at the same time, Max Verstappen crucially also overtaking Lewis Hamilton then. And that, I think that has also helped out that has also helped out Sergio Perez then, because he is right behind Max Verstappen then. As Hamilton does come in then, this is Max Verstappen on lap number 22 then. Alonso has fallen behind us, and Max Verstappen tries to make a move, but doesn't make it stick. But actually he's gonna come right around the inside of Cobb's corner, and he is gonna be ahead of the Aston Martin then. Can the Aston Martin come back at Max Verstappen onto the hanger straight then with DRS? Can he make a move around the Red Bull of Max Verstappen? And he is gonna use DRS, and is he gonna make a move? No, he will not. He's gonna sit behind Max Verstappen. I don't think that was the right choice. He should have made a move. As we go on to lap number 23 then, the other Red Bull of Sergio Perez also makes a move, the same place that Max Verstappen made a move, but this time Sergio Perez actually is gonna stick behind the Aston Martin. He's not gonna is not gonna be ahead of the Aston Martin into Maggins and Beckett's onto the hanger straight. Then now he's gonna make a move with DRS. Can he go around the outside of Stoke corner as Alonso defends, and he has defended very well. The Red Bull still stuck behind, and again, Sergio Perez tries to make a move around Magnussen Beckett. Can he make a move around Magnussen Beckett this time? No, he's gonna sit back again. Then of Alonso, can he make a move around around the hanger straight? Then, can he do anything with the Aston Martin? I don't think so. No, not yet. Again, he can't make a move, and yeah, this is just it's just going to be frustrating for Sergio Perez as again onto lap number 25 onto the hanger straight. He goes around the outside. Can he make the move now? This time, third time lucky maybe. No, he doesn't make a move again. I think that's the third or fourth time he has been trying to make a move, as he actually will try to make a move around the rail chicane. Doesn't make it work. Then again, Alonso crucially in front of him, and as we see George Russell, I mean, props to him. 8.8 seconds, or almost 9 seconds. The gap is. He's gonna come across the line, and he's gonna win the British Grand Prix, and we're gonna come across the line very soon. Then it was a brilliant race 2 races ago. It was not so much to the last race, and we're gonna come across the line for P2 as well. That was happening. Sergio Perez, maybe this is the last chance for Sergio Perez. Around the outside, he goes on Stoke corner yet again. Can Alonso's defend? The battle continuing down to the Vale chicane. Can Sergio Perez pass through? Yes, he will. So Max Verstappen makes it to the podium, but damage limitations for Sergio Perez again. As yeah.
Well done, mate. Well done. That's a great finish. You've really stepped up and achieved what we asked you to do today. So good job. Well, they've done a brilliant job, I must say, under some intense pressure to take a well-earned victory here at the British Grand Prix. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. This result then narrows the gap between our championship leader and the rest of the standings. Let's focus on the driver of the day, Anthony Davidson. Who do you pick?
But there's no question in my mind, it has to go to George Russell. What a performance. He's got every right to be proud of what he accomplished out there today.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. And pulling further ahead in the standings, it's Red Bull. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
So P2 then, starting from P4, we go to P2. It was a brilliant race for us. Couldn't really say that for Pierre Gasly, as he falls down to P10 then. As this championship now, George Russell just 3 points behind, and Sergio Perez just 21 points behind. So the battle is absolutely on. If Max Verstappen retires one race and Sergio Perez wins, he's in the championship lead. The gap's still catchable then. But yeah, I mean, a bit of disappointment from us too. We had a chance of winning the race, but it didn't really didn't really matter anyways because the gap was 8.9 seconds, 9 seconds. It was never meant to be. But the good thing is we beat both the Ferraris. That's good. So at least we can say we were the best Italian team, at least this race. So yeah, with that, I mean, I don't really have anything else to say other than please like, share, subscribe, do everything you want to do, and don't forget to hit the noti bell after you do subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Until then, bye.